It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From TD Garden in Boston, tonight, the Boston Celtics taking on the Charlotte Hornets. The Celtics control the opening tip, and we're underway in downtown Boston. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two.
It's still early, so no real impact on that.
Two for two on that trip. Hornets at the controls of this one. Walker. Knocked loose. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Marcus Smart. Batum. Walker. The Hornets with 4 to shoot. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
To Marcus Morris. Short jumper stays out. Into the front court, it's Walker. His team up by 1. Here's a chance from long range. He made his first effort, but not that time. To Rozier. The jumper's off the mark. Walker with the basketball. Leads just a point. Here comes the screen. A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Bismack Biyombo, couple of free throws on the way. 56% for his career. And he connects on the first free throw.
Right back to him.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Rozier into the front court. Down 3 to Horford. Nothing going here on that drive. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Hornets have the basketball. Walker. Celtics have it. Surveys the floor. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Walker into the front court. Leads 1. To Marcus Morris. Working the outside. Fires the 3. Can't connect. It's no good. Across the timeline, it's Walker. Looking to make something happen to Nick Batum. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. They trail by 1. To Marcus Smart. Horford. That's out. Last touch by Al Horford. New blood coming in for both sides.
Substitutions, Charlotte.
To Parker.
Minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Oh, he had it. Tony Parker missed his first. That one goes.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Boston with the basketball. To Jaylen Brown. Screen coming. Down to 5 on the 24. Shot from in close, no good. To Miles Bridges. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. Deep left corner. Tatum. His first effort off the mark. And a put-back slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
To Parker. Tony Parker. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Hayward. Defense making the ball handler work. Has a look. It's no good. Great defense. To Parker. Nice pass to set things up. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Here comes the screen. Gordon Hayward, that's how it's done. 2 for 2, that's what you want. Deep 3 at the buzzer. First quarter is complete. The Hornets have the lead. Good start to this one. After one quarter of play, on to the second period. Jay, neither team was able to get control to start this one.
Both teams are trying to feel each other out, but I like the aggression that both teams established in the first quarter. This is the first quarter league. The way you play in the opening minutes really sets the tone for the rest of the game.
First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2. Horford. To Jaylen Brown. Lets it fly from long range. Pulled in by Biyombo. Charlotte basketball. Walker to Batum.
Oh yeah, let's double shot you. Yep.
A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out. To Hayward. Short jumper off the mark.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
Can't connect. To Jaylen Brown. Has a chance with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Into the front court, it's Walker. Up by 3. Miles Bridges to Nick Batum. Beyond the arc for 3. That no good, off the mark. Brown with it up top. He'll run the offense. Batum to Kemba Walker. Parker to Walker from long range. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. To Horford. Can't miss those. Hornets right now in possession. Walker to Batum. Denied by Hayward.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Walker. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
Walker to Nick Batum. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Tony Parker trying to cash in on a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. The free throw good as he completes the three-point play, and the lead is up to 9. Celtics have it.
Hey, watch this screen.
Nothing going here on that drive. And a pass taken away by Charlotte.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Celtics come away with it.
That's me.
Terrific vision. Rozier rocking the rim.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Walker with the basketball. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. Batum to Kemba Walker. Parker, and a pass stolen by Boston to Marcus Morris. Won't go. Parker into the front court. Lead stands at 7. The shot blocked by Williams.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Charlotte with the basketball. Walker to Batum. Here comes the screen.
Try. Don't let him split. Don't let him split.
Not that time. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. That's it. First half has come to an end. The Hornets out in front.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Charlotte Hornets have built a comfortable lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scores. For the Charlotte Hornets, the Celtics did a lot of things wrong in that opening half. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. These are the guys getting buckets for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Assists. Player of the half.
Tony Parker did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.
Who was cold?
Tatum hasn't put a single point on the scoreboard. I'm sure he'd like to redeem himself in the second half. But the way things have been going thus far, it's hard to believe it's going to happen for him. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Walker into the front court. His team up by 7. To Nick Batum. Fires the 3. Nobody even close to him. Nick Batum strikes with the basket.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Hornets at the controls of this one. Walker. Oh, can't do that.
Just a tic-tac foul.
That's his first personal.
Batum.
Team foul number 1.
Green, get over, get over.
It's a big finish. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Rozier with it. His guys trail by 10. Missed a wide open look.
I agree, I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
Nothing going here on that drive. Missed it. How'd that not go down? Celtics have it. To Horford. And scores. Strong take.
Bulldog. Look, it ain't always going to be pretty, but this is a results-oriented business, and this dude will always give you a good ROI.
Walker. Off the assist.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Rozier into the front court. They find themselves down 10. Screen coming. Pass stolen by the Hornets. And look out.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Looking to make something happen. To Horford. There it is, Al Horford. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Hornets have the basketball. Walker calls out of bounds. Last touch by Kemba Walker. He knows he needs his bench. Brad Stevens turns to his reserves. Rozier with it. Trailing by 10. To Hayward. Has a look. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Walker. To Batum. Walker. Whoa! What a finish!
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
And a pass taken away by Charlotte. To Walker. It was right there. To Rozier. Hayward. Oh, Good offense beating good defense.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Now whistle, and Charlotte is going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter.
For summer basketball camps, space is limited, so you must act soon. Visit our team website for more details.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Into the game for the Celtics. Number 0, Jason Tatum. 1 minute remaining in the
To Parker. To Miles Bridges. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. A bad pass, and the Celtics have it. To Hayward. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. To Miles Bridges.
Sit him down, sit him down. Ice, ice, ice.
5 on the shot clock. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
The free throw, good. Cashes in on the three-point play. The lead now stands at 10. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer with the step back. That ends the third quarter. The Hornets have the lead. It's the Celtics with the ball as we start this fourth and final quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
From the painted area, won't go down.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
To Kemba Walker. Shot clock to 4 for Charlotte. Walker. A pass taken away by the Celtics.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
And Gordon Hayward knocks down a wide open look.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Biyombo rocking the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Rozier. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Has a chance. Add 2 points to the board.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. Leads 5. Down low to Williams. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Rozier into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Horford. There it is, Al Horford. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Now a timeout coming here from the Hornets coach. That's their first. Leaves them with 1 remaining the rest of the way.
Well, you need execution in a chess match. And the best execution, I just saw the star player talk to one of the young fellas. You take those young fellas over to the side. You coach them through some of these big-time moments that happen in the fourth quarter. That's how you get your team ready for the playoffs and hopefully a chance to win a championship.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Marcus Smart. Entering the game.
Charlotte basketball.
Number 5, Nicholas Batum.
Walker to Nick Batum. Shot from the lane won't go. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. The deficit now up to 5. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Into the front court, it's Walker. Up by 3. Rozier rocking the rim.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are 2 different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Walker with the basketball. Leads just a point. To Batum. To Walker. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. To Horford. Knocked loose. Hornets grab it.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Blocked by Tatum.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Off the penetration, almost, but no good.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
To Rozier. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Batum gets it in the right corner. For 3, oh, they could have really used that one, but the shot's no good. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out. There's the whistle and an intentional foul. Just their first in the final 2 minutes, so no free throws yet. They'll take the ball out of bounds.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
Now the intentional foul as they get it with a little under 20 seconds left to play.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Play is stopped. Timeout, Boston. They're going to have to draw something up for an open look at a three. Trying to cash in, open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up. We get a whistle and a foul with 1 second to go. It's not in the bag yet, but it would take a real meltdown for this to slip away.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode. That was a good play.
Knocks down the first. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. It's the Hornets with the victory as they win a close one by 2. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
The Hornets got the win in a nail-biter. When you're able to get steals like they did here today, it greatly improves your chances of winning. The Charlotte Hornets got their point scoring from these guys on screen. The Celtics just couldn't close this one out. When a team goes back and review the film, coach will probably find areas of improvement. But one thing he can't say is they should have shot better. They did a great job of scoring in this game. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Tony Parker gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2.
number 1.
See y'all next time. Jalen Rose, signing out.